Lautaro Martinez enters Inter Milan's top 3 all-time goalscorers. Lautaro Martinez made history on Sunday by scoring a goal that moved him into the top 3 of Inter Milan's all-time top scorers. The Argentine forward scored a stunning goal in Inter's 5-0 victory over Sassuolo, taking his tally to 125 goals for the club. The goal saw Martinez surpass Inter legend Sandro Mazzola on the club's all-time goal-scoring list. He is now behind only Giuseppe Meazza and Alessandro Altobelli, who scored 284 and 209 goals for the Nerazzurri, respectively. Martinez joined Inter in 2018 from Argentine club Racing Club. He quickly became a fan favorite for his goal-scoring prowess, work ethic, and passion. He has been a key player for Inter in recent seasons, helping them win the Serie A title in 2021. Speaking after the match against Sassuolo, Martinez said he was honored to be among Inter's top 3 all-time goal scorers. "This is a dream come true," he said. "I've always dreamed of playing for this club, and now I'm scoring alongside some of the club's legends. I'm very proud." Inter coach Christian Chivu praised Martinez as an extraordinary player. "He's a world-class goalscorer, and he always gives everything for the team," said Christian Chivu. "He's an important player for us, and we're happy to have him." Martinez still has several years left on his contract with Inter, and he will hope to continue climbing the club's all-time top scorer list. He's a talented player, and he has the potential to become an Inter legend. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Calhanoglu and Barella returned to training ahead of Inter vs Juventus match. Good news has come from Inter Milan ahead of their big match against Juventus. Two key players, Hakan Calhanoglu and Nicolo Barella, have reportedly returned to full training with the team after recovering from their respective injuries. The return of Calhanoglu and Barella is certainly a major morale boost for the Nerazzurri. Calhanoglu, a Turkish midfielder, is Inter's midfield general with his ability to orchestrate attacks and exceptional game vision. Meanwhile, Barella is the team's tireless driving force, with a strong fighting spirit and exceptional ball-winning ability. "We are very happy to see Hakan and Nicolo back in training with the team," said Inter Milan coach Christian Chivu in a press conference. "They are important players for us, and their presence will have a positive impact on the team." Christian Chivu added that he will monitor the condition of Calhanoglu and Barella in the coming days before deciding whether they will start or come off the bench. The match between Inter Milan and Juventus will be held at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza in Milan on February 15, 2026. This match is expected to be a fierce one, given that the two teams are eternal rivals and both are aiming to win the Serie A title this season. Would you like me to provide additional information on Inter Milan and Juventus preparations for this match? Inter Milan ready to offer Denzel Dumfries, Liverpool letting. Inter Milan is reportedly ready to offload their Dutch right-back, Denzel Dumfries, with Liverpool leading the race to sign him. Although Inter initially expressed a firm stance on keeping the 29-year-old, recent developments indicate a strong likelihood that Dumfries will leave the San Siro. Dumfries, who has been recovering from ankle surgery since November 2025, has a contract with Inter until June 2028. However, several reports suggest he is dissatisfied with his current situation and wants a new challenge in the Premier League. Furthermore, Inter have begun searching for a replacement, with names such as Dodo, Fiorentina, Vanderson, Monaco, Nahuel Molina, Atletico Madrid, and Marco Palestra Cagliari among the candidates. Liverpool itself is facing a right-back crisis following injuries to several key players, including Connor Bradley, who is out until the end of the season, and Jeremy Frimpong, who is out for several weeks. This has forced the club, led by Arne Slot, to seek solutions in the transfer market. Dumfries' attacking style of play and excellent overlapping ability are considered a good fit for Liverpool's playing philosophy. He is also known for his strong physique and ability to contribute offensively with dangerous crosses. However, his lack of full fitness is a major obstacle to this transfer, as he is not expected to return to action until March. Inter Milan president Giuseppe Marotta previously confirmed that Dumfries would not be moving in the January transfer window. However, with Liverpool's strong interest in the evolving internal situation, a transfer is highly likely to occur next summer. In addition to Liverpool, several other major clubs, including Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur, have also reportedly shown interest in the former PSV Eindhoven player. Are you interested in further developments regarding Denzel Dumfries' potential transfer to Liverpool or information about other potential replacements being targeted by Inter Milan? Denzel Dumfries ready to strengthen Inter for crucial match against Juventus. Inter Milan has received positive news regarding the condition of Denzel Dumfries. The Dutch wing-back is nearing his comeback and could potentially be available for the crucial Serie A match against Juventus on February 14. Dumfries has been out of action since early November 2025 after suffering an ankle injury in a match against Lazio. Initially treated conservatively, his condition worsened, necessitating surgery. He has an estimated recovery time of around 3 months and is expected to return to action in early March 2026. However, his progress has been faster than expected, and he has already begun individual training on the Appiano Gentile pitch. Inter's management's decision not to recruit a replacement during the winter transfer window proved to be a good one. Dumfries' return is expected to boost coach Christian Chivu's morale and provide an additional option on the right side of Inter's line. If his rehabilitation goes well, he could potentially feature at least from the bench in that match, and is also scheduled to be ready for the first leg of the Champions League playoff against Bodo Glimt in the next 10 days. This season, before his injury, Dumfries had played for Inter in 16 Serie A matches, scoring 3 goals, and contributed in several other competitions, including the Champions League and the FIFA Club World Cup. In the previous match between Inter and Juventus in October 2024, which ended 4-4, Dumfries even managed to score the goal that made it 4-2 for Inter, before Kenan Yildiz equalized twice. The match against Juventus will be a crucial test for Inter in the race for the title or a Champions League spot this season. Will Dumfries' presence be the deciding factor in Inter's victory in this match? Dimarco rejects the world's best player label in his position after scoring 3 assists against Sassuolo. Inter Milan fullback Federico Dimarco scored a hat-trick of assists in a 5-0 Serie A victory over Sassuolo. Despite breaking the record and performing brilliantly, he rejected the label of the world's best player in his position. In the match at Mapei Stadium, Dimarco played a role in 3 Inter goals, scored by Jan Bissek, Marcus Thuram, and Manuel Akanji. Lautaro Martinez and Luis Henrique also scored the other 2 goals. This contribution brought his assist tally for the season to 11, making him the defender with the most assists after 24 games in Serie A history, surpassing the previous record of 8. In addition to providing assists, Dimarco also demonstrated his defensive prowess by clearing the ball on the goal line in the opening minutes and nearly scoring from a free kick that hit the post. After the match, when asked about being labeled one of the world's best full-backs, Dimarco responded humbly. "I don't feel like anything," he told DAZN. "When you play well, you're called a phenomenon. When you don't, you're considered bad. That's football," he added. He also emphasized the importance of team focus to other media outlets. "I've had decent moments before. This might be the most decisive in terms of numbers, but the team and arriving at the top of the table in May is what matters most," Dimarco told Sky. This victory puts Inter at the top of the standings with 58 points, 8 points ahead of their closest rivals AC Milan, who have a game in hand. Inter will face Juventus at the San Siro on Saturday, February 14. Will Dimarco's consistent performance lead Inter to the Scudetto this season? Chivu remains grounded after Inter's landslide victory over Sassuolo. Still 0% for the Scudetto. Inter Milan displayed total dominance by crushing Sassuolo 5-0 in a Serie A match at the Mapei Stadium. Despite closing the gap on their rivals in the standings to 8 points, coach Christian Chivu remains reluctant to rush into discussing his chances of winning the Scudetto. "The percentage of winning the title? 0% for me," Chivu said in a post-match interview, as quoted on Inter Milan's official website. "There are still 14 games left and many teams share the same ambition. We still have a lot of work and challenges to face." In that match, Inter opened the scoring through Jan Bissek's goal in the 11th minute. Marcus Thuram added another in the 28th minute, before captain Lautaro Martinez scored a third in the second half. Manuel Akanji and Luis Henrique also contributed to the impressive final scoreline. Federico Dimarco was a key player on the night, providing 3 assists, making him the player with the most assists in Serie A this season with 11. Meanwhile, Martinez's goal saw him equal Roberto Boninsegna as Inter's second highest all-time goalscorer, trailing only Giuseppe Meazza and Alessandro Altobelli. With this win, Inter has 58 points and is at the top of the standings, while Milan is in second place with 50 points, having a game in hand. Sassuolo is in 11th place with 29 points. Chivu also emphasized the importance of teamwork and an awareness of the journey. "We must never forget where we came from and what we've done to get here," he said. "We can continue to improve without striving for perfection, because perfection doesn't exist. The league is still long, and this is only half the marathon." Inter's attention now turns to their next match against Juventus, but Chivu remains pragmatic. "It's just a match like any other with 3 points at stake," he said. "What I appreciate most is the maturity of this team, which has ambition and wants to remain competitive." Jan Bissek, the ideal candidate for Bayern Munich's regeneration program. Bayern Munich is eyeing German centre-back Jan Bissek, currently playing for Inter Milan. This plan is part of the club's long-term strategy to revitalize their defense, despite recently extending Dayot Upamecano's contract. Bissek was born on November 29, 2000, in Cologne. He is 25 years old and stands at 196 centimeters tall. He began his career at the 1. FC Köln Academy and played for several clubs, including Holstein Kiel, Roda JC, and AGF, before joining Inter Milan in July 2023 for a fee of around €7 million. At Inter, he developed into a key player, making 79 appearances, scoring 6 goals and providing 6 assists. This season, he has made 21 appearances for a total of 1,685 minutes, and can even play flexibly as a right back or right winger in a 3-man defense. Bissek's outstanding qualities include excellent passing ability, strong aerial ability, and courage in carrying the ball forward. He is also known for his excellent reading of the game and tactical maturity. His achievements at Inter earned him a call-up to the German national team and a spotlight ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Bayern Munich views Bissek as a potential replacement for older players like Jonathan Tah, who is 30 years old. The club is also monitoring other players, such as Luka Vuskovic, but Bissek is considered to meet the criteria as a young player with high potential and experience playing at a high level. His current market value is €35 million, and if the transfer goes through, Inter could potentially earn a substantial profit of around €629 billion. It's worth noting that Bayern have not yet made official contact with Inter regarding Bissek's transfer. The club is still thoroughly evaluating the player's consistency and adaptability before making a formal offer. Do you think Bissek would adapt well to Bayern Munich's style of play if he eventually joins? Carlos Augusto attracted by Aston Villa and Newcastle, Inter firmly refuses to let go. Inter Milan's versatile Brazilian defender, Carlos Augusto, is attracting interest from 2 Premier League clubs, Aston Villa and Newcastle United. However, Inter has firmly stated that they do not want to let go of the player, who has a contract until 2028. As reported by SempreInter.com, both English clubs recognize Augusto's extraordinary potential. Previously playing for Monza, the 27-year-old has become a valuable tactical weapon under coach Christian Chivu. His versatility allows him to play in various defensive positions, such as replacing Alessandro Bastoni in a 3-man midfield, acting as a substitute for Federico Di Marco on the left wing, and even being trialed on the right wing in an emergency injury situation. Inter values Augusto at around €30 million and considers him an unsellable player. To date, there has been no direct contact between the English club and Inter, and the interest is purely interest-based with no concrete transfer scenario. Furthermore, the player has not shown any desire to leave the San Siro. Inter are even considering extending his contract if both parties share the same vision. Although Augusto currently plays a rotational role, he has received considerable playing time and has the trust of the club's management. Will interest from Aston Villa and Newcastle continue to develop into concrete offers in the future, or will Augusto remain with Inter to achieve greater success? Andy Diouf's performance is increasingly promising at Inter after a difficult start. Young French midfielder Andy Diouf is finally showing his true potential at Inter Milan after a challenging start to life since joining in the summer of 2025. Diouf arrived at the San Siro for around €20 million plus bonuses from RC Lens, but initially struggled to adapt to coach Christian Chivu's system. In his first 3 months, he only managed 26 minutes of Serie A playing time and was even on the club's list of players likely to be released in the winter transfer window. However, things began to change after a Coppa Italia match against Venezia on December 3, 2025. Deployed on the right wing, which is not his natural position, Diouf scored his first goal for Inter and made a crucial contribution to his team's 5-1 victory. He then received more playing time and even scored in the Champions League in Inter's 2-0 win over Borussia Dortmund on January 28, 2026, just 6 minutes after coming on as a substitute. To date, Diouf has played 13 matches for Inter across various competitions, scoring a total of 3 goals in 345 minutes of play, or an average of 1 goal every 115 minutes. He has also demonstrated excellent adaptability, being able to play in various positions across the midfield and on the wing. Coach Christian Chivu praised Diouf's development, stating that the 22-year-old has fully understood the challenges of wearing an Inter shirt and has the right spirit for every playing opportunity he is given. With increasingly promising performances, Diouf is now a key part of Inter's rotation and is expected to make a greater contribution to his club in the final stages of the season. Do you think Diouf will be a key player for Inter in the future? Hakan Calhanoglu confirms return against Juventus. Inter Milan midfielder Hakan Calhanoglu has provided good news for fans by confirming his readiness to play in next week's match against Juventus. The 31-year-old was previously sidelined with a muscle injury he suffered 3 weeks ago. "Yes, I can play. I've recovered well and have returned to full training with my teammates," Calhanoglu said in a press conference at Inter Milan headquarters on Sunday morning. Coach Simone Inzaghi expressed his delight at Calhanoglu's improving physical condition. "Hakan is a key player for us. His return will have a significant impact on the team's play, especially in terms of ball control and tempo control in midfield," Inzaghi explained. Calhanoglu himself has recorded 8 assists and 3 goals in 22 Serie A appearances this season. The match against Juventus at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza is predicted to be a crucial test for Inter Milan in their title race. Want to know the exact schedule for the Inter Milan vs Juventus match or what formations both teams will use? Inter Milan bites its fingers. Nico Paz almost certain to return to Real Madrid. Inter Milan's plans to sign talented midfielder Nico Paz have been dashed. The 20-year-old is almost certain to return to his parent club, Real Madrid, next summer. Nico Paz currently plays for Como after being loaned out in 2024, with Real Madrid inserting a buyback clause in his contract. According to recent reports, Real Madrid has confirmed that it will activate the option for around €10 million, in accordance with the previously agreed terms. Inter Milan have long been eyeing Paz as part of their squad regeneration plan. The Nerazzurri even shifted their focus away from other targets like Rasmus Højlund to raise funds to bring in the Argentine. However, Real Madrid's decision to bring him back dashed Inter Milan's hopes. Paz himself has shown exceptional performances during his time in Serie A. He has been a key player for Como, scoring numerous goals and providing assists, and even earned the opportunity to shine with the Argentine national team. His arrival at Real Madrid is expected to strengthen Los Blancos' already solid midfield. Want to know more about Real Madrid or Inter Milan's transfer plans for next season? Liverpool contact Inter, inquiring about Denzel Dumfries' availability. 2026 winter transfer market. Complex injury situation and Nerazzurri's firm stance. Liverpool have reportedly made official contact with Inter Milan to inquire about the availability of their right-back, Denzel Dumfries, amid the Reds' ongoing right-back crisis. However, Inter currently have no plans to sell the 29-year-old in the 2026 winter transfer window. Background of the Liverpool crisis. Liverpool's decision to explore the possibility of acquiring Dumfries comes after a series of injuries hit their right-back line. Connor Bradley has been ruled out for the remainder of the season due to a serious knee injury sustained against Arsenal. Furthermore, Bayer Leverkusen's summer signing Jeremy Frimpong was forced off against Karabag and is expected to be out for several weeks. Joe Gomez, who can play at right back, is also struggling with a hip problem and has yet to fully recover. These conditions have forced manager Arne Slot to consider reinforcements before the transfer window closes. Denzel Dumfries, profile and performance. Denzel Dumfries is a Dutch international who joined Inter from PSV Eindhoven in the summer of 2021 for a fee of around €14.25 million. He recently extended his contract with Inter until June 2028 in November 2024. In the 2024-25 season, he made an impressive contribution, scoring 11 goals and providing 6 assists in 47 appearances across various competitions, including Serie A, the Champions League, the Coppa Italia, the Supercoppa Italiana, and the FIFA Club World Cup. To date, he has made 147 appearances and scored 13 goals for Inter, helping the club win 6 trophies, including the Scudetto, the Coppa Italia, and the Supercoppa Italiana. His market value is estimated at around €25 million, with a release clause that could reach up to €30 million. Inter Milan's situation and attitude. Despite Liverpool's inquiries, Inter still views Dumfries as a vital part of their project. In July 2025, Inter sporting director Piero Ausilio stated that the player was happy to stay and that the club had not received any offers from Barcelona. Dumfries is currently recovering from ankle surgery and is expected to return to action in late February or March 2026. Inter's current stance is that Dumfries is not on the transfer list. However, like most major clubs, they would be open to discussions if a compelling offer were to arrive. If the player were to leave, the asking price would be no less than €30 million. Inter management has also discussed internally the possibility of finding a replacement should Dumfries leave unexpectedly. Despite reports of contact, renowned transfer journalist Ben Jacobs has stated that there is no agreement or active plans for Liverpool to sign Dumfries in January 2026. Dumfries' injury is another factor that makes a transfer this winter highly unlikely. However, Liverpool's interest has added a new dynamic to the player's future, and the situation could change if a substantial offer is made and Inter change their stance. Would you like to get the latest on Dumfries' transfer situation or information about other reinforcement options Liverpool are considering?